Sup, it's your unfriendly Red Rat neighbor Kevin Cornish, and I'm back with a brand new video. Before we get into all this shenanigans, go and check out the description below. Check all the links down there, such as Lord Titan, the creator of this thumbnail. I know it's tight, it's fire, it's blazing. Feel the heat. Anyway, he'll be down there with others such as Kid Zeus of Kid Zeus Studios, Zoku Meister, Liam Meister 6 Meister, just to name a few. These are what if creators that I think are amazing, but you don't have to take my word for it because it's just my opinion. Head on over to their pages and check them out. I almost stuttered. I'm not a stutterer. I don't stutter, but whenever I start a new what if, it happens like da-da-da-da. But anyway, this is what if Naruto had a parasite or the parasite, since the parasite isn't it the parasite. I know, not imaginative. I know it's weird. Anyway, before we get into this completely, I forgot to mention about my TikTok and Discord. It's also in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tickle that bell notification to get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And say something in that comment section. It could be something crazy, it could be something happy, it could be something. Nah, don't do the sad shit, bruh. That I'm very sensitive, Anyway, so the last time we left off with the Chunin exam with Naruto revealing his new technique, causing the entire crowd to go in a fit because his appearance mirrored the Nine Tails form. Basically, this is just Naruto's chakra that he forced out of himself. Not forced out of himself, but it's a technique he is using to imitate the looks of the Nine Tails, because he thought the Nine Tail looks pretty cool. After all the commotion, a few ninjas jumped down to the arena, confused, man, they're confused, and proceeded to attack what they thought was the Nine Tails, but Naruto evaded them, as he is now, he isn't as now OP. He was already overpowered. He just wasn't understanding why the ninjas or the villagers are attacking him. Few moments later, Naruto could see Kakashi getting ready to, activate his Chidori. I don't know why he was going to do that, and Naruto proceeded to ask Kakashi what happened, with Kakashi standing still, calling out for Naruto. Naruto answers Kakashi, and Kakashi, came closer and closer, with the other ninjas telling Kakashi to be careful, and he then proceeded to place a hand on Naruto's head, showing that it's Naruto, and he's okay. He's good. But a few moments later, all the Hokages, because then in this situation, all 4 Kages are, present. And they're like, what an interesting technique there, young boy. What's your name? And Naruto proceeded to mention his name as Naruto Uzumaki, the next Hokage. Everyone started giggling. In the background, you could see a malevolent chakra approaching, so dark that the Hokage trembled a little bit as they saw Gaara approaching the arena. The Kazukage was, showing signals to Gaara, but Gaara was blatantly ignoring that shit. So he proceeded to the arena, a distance where Naruto could have heard him, and proceeded to yell Naruto's name out. He was like confused as to why Naruto seems happy, why Naruto is cheery and stuff like that, as he is a Jinchuriki himself. They were holding all that conversation, Naruto didn't understand what Gaara was saying. He didn't understand what the fuck a Jinchuriki is in the first place. He knew he was the host of the Nine Tails, but he didn't know that the term for that is called a Jinchuriki. So a small scuffle started between Naruto and Gaara by chakra. They expanded their chakra, and their chakra met in the middle, and sparks started flying and stuff as Gaara got enough of the steering contest and proceeded to use the sleeping Passen Jutsu, freeing Shikaku. Moment at the release of Shikaku yelled out, "I'm free," while aiming a punch at the four Hokages, Naruto, and the ninjas surrounding them. Naruto took his tails, because again, Naruto is in a nine-tail type cloak, but with his own chakra. If that is that making sense? It's not Kurama chakra at all. Kurama isn't interfering in the slightest due to Minato and Kushina tightening the seal enough that Kurama will not interfere in future endeavor unless Naruto decides to release him. So the seal has been done properly. Earlier, the Parasyte in the beginning, or episode 1, or a few days when Naruto and the Parasyte became one, the Parasyte kind of entered Naruto's mindscape in a sense and met the chakra, which prompted him to run into Naruto's arms. So it's because of Kurama the Parasyte was lodged into Naruto's arm and so shit. Even though Naruto did do the headband thingy with his hand, that was just out of reflex afterwards, So yes, I know I changed up some shit. Don't get angry with it. Anyway, so Naruto proceeded to wrap his tail around the four Hokages and Kakashi, while the other ninjas proceeded to dodge the punch that was aiming at them. Naruto, four Hokages, and Kakashi landed on a rooftop, with Naruto sensing malevolentness from the Kazukage? Kazukage? Yeah, whatever. So he proceeded to let go. The land of wave, the Kages, all three Kages except one, as he then questions the Kazukage and Mitsukage. I'm not sure. Anyway, this person started to laugh as he removed the little hat thingy he had. I'm not so sure. And Hiruzen seeing who it is, yelled out, "Orochimaru!" As Orochimaru then cried out, "Old man!" So Shikaku again was firing a second punch at them on the rooftop, with them dodging it once more. Naruto couldn't hold on to Orochimaru due to Orochimaru summoning a few snakes biting at this chakra tail. Granted, he didn't feel it, but the snakes absorbed the chakra that was wrapping around Orochimaru. Orochimaru landed on the rooftop, couple feet away from Hiruzen. Hiruzen then told Naruto to find a way to get Shikaku out of the village, as Naruto was about to head to Hiruzen. Hiruzen told him the order. Naruto then whistled as two shadow figures appeared next to him. He then proceeded to tell him to assist as many villagers as they can, which they then complied, saying, "Yes, sir. as they vanish into thin air, landing next to Sasuke and Sakura, who was already, already on crowd control due to majority of the other students being bitches, and they ran away. You know, there are other students there, Kiba, the fat guy Choji, and the girl, and Hinata's there as well, and stuff. So the two figures, appear next to Sakura and Sasuke, as Sakura looked at them and said, "Oh, it's you." As then they say, "Oh, Lady Sakura," and they proceeded to assist in, evacuating the citizen. Sasuke then went to the shelter, dark figure, and asked where Naruto is, as they told Sasuke that he was instructed to find a way to have Shikaku evacuate the village, and he is now currently working on that. Sasuke is like, he's doing this by himself. That fool. In this general sense, Sasuke is a even bigger revenge fiend than in canon, to be precise, because of Shisui and Itachi was the one responsible for the Ichigo massacre in this What If. Danzo, Gato, Danzo, it is Danzo. Danzo didn't get the chance to snatch Shisui's eyes out, because Shisui didn't go to the meeting place where he was instructed to go. Shisui proceeded to follow Itachi after Itachi got the order to eliminate the entire village. Per se, it would happen at the same time, blah blah blah. So Itachi didn't shut up about the situation, and he told Shisui then, said, "Oh, he has this jutsu," and Itachi told him, "No, we're going to save that for a later basis." You know what I mean? But anyway, so Sasuke is there standing, looking around, trying to figure out where Naruto would be heading, as he saw Naruto, leaping into the forest of death, with Shikaku following him closely behind. So Naruto is still in his nine-tail chakra cloak as he flew apart, so that's the reason Sasuke could have seen him brightly. And to be honest, Sasuke and Sakura already knew about Naruto's nine-tail cloak transformation. That's because they secretly watched him train, as they always completed their mission early. To be exact, because of Naruto, they always complete their mission early, and Naruto always disappear without question. One day they finally found a way to follow him, with them seeing that he was practicing this new technique. So they knew about that, nine-tail chakra cloak technique before anyone else. That's why they weren't freaked out about it. And after the citizen started freaking out, they went to try to quench the crowd, but an explosion caused them to panic even more, and the explosion was Shikaku firing the punch at them. So yeah, so Shikaku is now, following Naruto into the forest of death, with Naruto stopping briefly and, compacting a bunch of chakra on each nine of his tails, as he then said, Rasengan Barrage. Yes, like I said, he stole the scroll of sealing on multiple occasions. A few other scrolls from other nations, where when he, go on his missions and stuff. So he knows the Shadow Clone, the Multi-Shadow Clone, the Rasengan, the Flying Raijin, and the Flying Thunder God. He basically uses the Flying Thunder God more than the Flying Raijin, because he wants to, he wanted to show that technique off in the Chunin exam as well, but it was interrupted by people being wusses and Shikaku just, appearing for no reason. Naruto was then, he wasn't struggling, but it wasn't as easy as he would have thought because Shikaku could have regenerated his self. He's basically sand, actually. So Naruto is basically almost just wasting chakra, fighting him. So the Parasyte proceeded to, analyze the situation, and he thought, what would happen if we try to wake up Gaara? He's telling Naruto, and Naruto is like, I'm not so sure. But then Naruto is like, how are we going to be getting up there anyway? Naruto then says, oh, that's summoning jutsu. Let's do it. But and the Parasyte proceeded to say, we didn't form a contract with anything that big. Yes, they formed contracts with other, summoning creatures already, such as, a fox, a dog, a fucking snake, and a lion or something. But they formed contract with other summoning beasts already. But they were planning on summoning the ultimate summoning beast, the toad summoning. It was in the scroll, so but they didn't try it due to the instructions stating that you have to be an adult to perform the summoning, but they're in desperate situation. So Naruto proceeded to do the hand sign for the toad summoning as he summoned Chief Toad Kamagata, or whatever his fucking name is. He summoned Chief Toad. Chief Toad was visibly upset about being summoned by Naruto, but similar in canon, Naruto convinces Chief Toad to assist him. Later on, Naruto, the fight goes on, and Naruto is now standing on top of Shikaku's head, facing a sleeping Gaara. As Naruto delivered a headbutt to Gaara, and he then finally awakes. Shikaku disappears, and they both fall to the ground from a distance. The motherfucker fall far, like 4 stories. 4 stories, yeah. Anyway, so they fell down the floor. They crashed down with Naruto crawling to Gaara showing that he is a little bit afraid of Naruto. But Naruto just held Gaara's hand and says that you don't have to be alone anymore. Blah, blah, blah. The Takono Jutsu starts working in effect. So when the 2 of Gaara's siblings arrived and saw that Naruto was leaning over Gaara, Naruto was doing something to Gaara, with Kankuro, busting out his puppet and aiming, ordering it at Naruto, with Gaara using a sand dome, stopping the puppet from attacking Naruto, and looking at Kankuro, telling Kankuro, if you touch my friend, I'm going to kill you. Naruto, surprised. Not only Naruto's surprised, but the 2 siblings themselves were shocked. Not surprised, shocked. Had a shocked expression on their face, like, what did he just say? His friend? Naruto then got off of Gaara, as now it was revealed that Naruto was adjusting Gaara's seal. And yes, like I said, Naruto stole a lot of scrolls from a lot of various places. So he know a few sealing techniques, basically, especially the sealing technique. He knows about other foot in tail beast hosts. He knows about other tail beasts. He knows about how they used to be. I'm not so sure if he knows about it, but the sealing he just used will enable Gaara to fucking fall asleep and to be normal again. So He then, told Kankuro and the girl to go and take Gara because he is in need of medical attention. Not immediate, but he needs it. Not immediate, but he needs it. And they Gara then asks, "How about you?" He then says he's okay. He has a buddy coming soon. As he finished saying that, Sasuke landed on the ground with a kunai in his hand, aiming at the three enemies. But Naruto ensured Sasuke that it's okay now, buddy. As he then put down his kunai, grabbing Naruto and telling Naruto, "You're a fool. Oh, why do you keep doing stuff like this?" Granted, like I said, Sasuke is a bigger asshole. Not a bigger asshole, but more prone to that revenge thing than in canon. But he is he's respectable to Naruto thanks to what happened in the Land of Wave. So he doesn't show off all that stuffy bravado when he's around Naruto, but he's not really approachable to other students of his class. So yeah. Later on, we time skip to about probably a month. The village is on its way to recovery as Naruto was placed under arrest. Oh, he was placed under arrest due to the citizens, though. The citizens were still the pieces of shit. Yeah, so the citizens' fear trumped the fact that Naruto was a minor, and they thought Naruto, released the Nantel, and it was his fault that the village got destroyed a second or third time. And for Naruto's protection, the third Hokage ordered him to be arrested, but he was living a dream inside themselves. You know what I mean? He all he could eat ramen. So the cell was behind the Ichiraku Ramen's place. So I know I made it sound like Naruto was in complete danger, but no, it was like, formalities. So Naruto had to be just to quell the citizens, rage and misunderstanding. Even though Naruto just saved the village, the villagers were just a pain in my ass to make. But anyway, later on, after Naruto was, freed and, considered innocent, the villagers were still complacent of that, but then he didn't really care. He was then walking down a road that seemed to be empty at that time, but the two shadow figure from like a few months ago appeared, as one of them stood in front of Naruto stating, "My lord, how can you take such abuse? You are such a kind soul. I cannot stand this." As Naruto, placed his shoulder on this person, placed his hand on this person's shoulder, saying, "Zabuza, it's not that serious, my friend. And all we need to do is respect the wishes of the Hokage." As not, oh, and big reveal: the two figures of Zabuza and Haku. And if you remember last time, Haku's a chick, and this is gonna be the first time I don't make a this is gonna be the first time I don't make a Naruhina relationship. This is gonna be a little bit different in the sense. So we flash back the Land of Wave situation after Naruto defeated Gatto and his men. Not defeated, after Naruto massacred Gatto and his men. Zabuza was planning on committing suicide after the Takano Jutsu and stuff, and Naruto and Zabuza and Haku decided that, they're not worthy of this world, and their deeds caused pain and, destruction, and they both were planning on, committing suicide, as Naruto stepped in, grabbing the kunais with his hand and stating that, yo, live, atone for your mistakes. Dying is the easy way out. This Takano Jutsu inspired them. Live on, live and protect, with Naruto, giving them the Takano Jutsu of a lifetime. Zabuza then, saw something in the boy. He was, inspired by the boy, so that he felt, he gave Naruto a knee, stating that from now on I serve you and you alone, master. And Haku's like, I follow Zabuza wherever Zabuza goes. And, Zabuza turns around and tells Zaku that, there's no need, my child. From now on, you become my daughter. Yes, my daughter. As Haku is now seen with tears flowing from her eyes, and he said, there's no need to serve me. Zabuza is like, there's no need to serve me. You shall live side by side with me, my child, as my child. Blah blah blah. Yo, wait, I tried to stop doing that blah 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 bullshit, but it still comes out. So yeah, so throughout that entire year before the Chunin exam, Naruto was, Naruto is living with Zabuza and Haku. Then with with Zabuza being Naruto's personal ninja, as he then instructed Haku that she is no longer permitted to become an assassin. To be exact, she is going to be a ninja of her own right, but she is Zabuza is grooming her to become a housewife. She still insists on doing her due diligence to serve Zabuza, but Zabuza has ulterior motives. He respects Naruto so much that he is grooming Haku to become Naruto's mistress. But later on in the story, we'll understand that Haku and Naruto is going to be more than just concubines and fucking stupidness. I'm not so sure. But anyway, so they're chilling, having a great time. Sasuke and Sakura finally arrive, but there's something strange happening here. Sasuke is holding Sakura's hand, and they look happy. Why do they look happy? Arriving at Ichiraku Ramen, they sat down with, Sasuke pulling up a chair, as Naruto then proceeded to ask Sakura, so you used the shadow clone and performed a transformation jutsu? How lame. With Sasuke telling him, oh, it's me, bro. And he's like, ah! And we flashback. So after a while, Naruto and Sasuke did happen to have that argument on the rooftop, with Sasuke stating that, how is it possible that you were so strong? Who are you? What are you? Blah blah blah. Naruto then stated that, all his life that he was disrespected, all his life he was alone, but because of you, in Sakura, in Kakashi, in Zabuza, in Haku, I finally understand the true meaning of family. And the fight happens and stuff like this. And Sasuke took the information he got from Naruto a little bit differently, to the point of if you fight to protect someone, you get stronger. So Sasuke's asterism is going to change a bit. Granted, he did feel something for Sakura, a little something for Sakura, back when she used her body to, you know, shield him from Haku's Senbone. But yes, that happened in the last time too. I didn't say, but it happened, and Sasuke kind of, got a little boom. His heart beat a little bit there. So what really happened was, after the fight with Sasuke and Naruto proceeded to, go his separate ways, and Sasuke sat down and thought about what Naruto could have meant about, he's going to be, he is strong thanks to his bonds and stuff. So later on, a few weeks later, Sasuke and Sakura could be seen walking through a park, with Sakura stating that, she will never leave his side, even if he doesn't love her, blah blah blah. As Sasuke turns around and tells Sakura that he never hated her, as Sakura's like, what? Nah. Sasuke's like, I never hated you. I kind of do like you, in a sense. Can we go on a date? Sakura is like, fainted, and then woke up in front of Ichiraku Ramen. So that was the reason why he was holding her hand. They were not actually in a relationship as per yet. Did I put a suspense on y'all niggas? But anyway, this is where we're going to be leaving this off. Thank you all for enjoying this What If. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, tickle that bell notification so you can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description. There are What If creators that I think are amazing, such as Lord Titan, Kidzu, Six Master, Zoku Master, Liam Master, Gratified, just to name a few. Well, there was something I needed to get off my chest for a little bit, since I have a little bit more time. So, the concept of stealing ideas. It's not like you're going to steal your ideas. It's like, and you know what? I'm gonna leave it for another time. If I get into complete details about it, I probably might confuse everyone up here listening or watching this video. So I'm gonna break it down later on for understanding purposes. Anyway, this is your unfriendly raid rat neighbor, Kevin Carnage, and I'll see you in the next one. Holla at a nigga, say whoop. Oda, Nobuna. Say something. Say something, little nigga. You don't want to say nothing? Bruh, why you biting?